Now we're going to have 2 messages of support and then call on the President to address the rally. I will first of all call on COSATU to deliver the message.
Mandla! Mandla! Long live the African National Congress, long live! Long live COSATU, 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 long live! Long live the South African Communist Party, long live! Malibongwe! Very much Program Director, the National Chair. Allow me to first acknowledge the ancestors of the land and its people. Ngithokoze kumathongo endawo gogogo nabomkhulu. President of the ANC, President Cyril Ramaphosa, the national office bearers of the ANC, the SABC and COSATU, the leadership and members of the movement at all levels, comrades and friends. It is an honor to celebrate the 111th anniversary of the liberation movement, the African National Congress. We are indebted to the foresight of that generation who came together to seek a path to transform South Africa into a home for all who live in it, irrespective of the race, gender, or religion. We also allowed the proud history of the ANC, the battles it has waged, the generations of heroes and heroines it has produced, and the painful sacrifices countless have suffered. The constitutional democracy we enjoy today can indeed be traced directly to that momentous occasion here in Mangaung more than a century ago. Chair, we want to commend the many challenges, the many achievements that we have made under the leadership of the ANC, from our constitutional democracy to our progressive labor laws, from the rolling out of basic services to those who previously had none, to the national minimum wage, for workers who have paid little more than a slave wage, from the management of COVID pandemic to the release of the 64 billion from unemployment insurance fund to cushion 5.7 million workers and the social relief grant helping 10 million unemployed. President, whilst we welcome our achievements, we cannot afford to be complacent or arrogant as workers to survive the many crises that is crippling our nation. The ANC 55th National Congress, as well as the SABC National Congress and COSATU Congresses have been concluded. Our mandates of members, workers, and the public is very clear. Workers are tired of the factionalism and corruption that is dividing the movement and that many leaders are guilty of. President and the entire ANC leadership, workers were very clear in 2021 during the local elections. They have put the entire movement on notice. Workers are saying to the ANC today, dismantle the factions, remove incompetent deployees, unite the African National Congress and rebuild its structures. President, we are deeply worried that whilst workers support the step-aside resolution, it appears that we are backtracking on this. We cannot compromise on matters of principle and that of the rule of law. Those who have been charged and convicted for criminal offenses must step aside. We cannot have leaders with criminal convictions and expect society to take the ANC serious. If, President, we are to rebuild the state, then we need a sane, credible, and a clean African National Congress. President, you correctly endorsed the call of COSATU and the SACP for the reconfigured of the alliance. We look forward to engaging on the implementation of this commitment, and we are united, and we need a united alliance if we are to turn the nation around. We are facing our greatest challenges since 1994, and at the heart of addressing these is fixing the state. President, the inability of countless municipalities to provide basic services is causing many companies to close, further impoverishing their communities. Yet we see little that is done by COGTA and SALGA to resolve these issues. We cannot accept as federation that we lose billions to corruption across the state, including in the UIF. Workers are angry, President, that when they blow the whistle on corruption in Zembe, on corruption in Gauteng, on corruption in the Eastern Cape, in KZN, and here in Mangaung, they are assassinated and no one is brought to justice. President, workers are tired of politicians who make promises about ending load shedding or protecting and rebuilding our passenger and freight rail. We need action and results. Public servants expect government to respect collective bargaining and honor their wage agreement. Municipal workers deserve to see their salaries being paid on time. ANC employees should not have to beg to see their pensions contributions honored. While society praised private and public sector workers as essential services during COVID-19, workers are asking why is the ANC and government quiet when their rights are being abused. Workers expect our government to act when macro workers are victimized for being members of SACAU. Workers depend on the national minimum wage. President, we need a just transition that does not send workers to the unemployment queue or increase our highly dangerous, high indebted level. The ANC needs to get its act together to win elections in 2024. Continue with factions and corruption, an economy limping from load shedding, rising fuel of prices and a 43% of unemployment rate, and we will struggle to convince workers to vote for the ANC. The solution is in our hands, Chair. We need decisive leadership, and we dare not fail the nation. Amandla, thank you very much.
Amanda.